Hello, I'm attorney Benjamin Henry, and today we're going to talk about a Chapter 7 bankruptcy. A Chapter 7 bankruptcy is the type of bankruptcy that most individuals or married couples approach our office about. This is a bankruptcy where at the end of the process, a debtor's debts are discharged, meaning they're no longer personally liability for many of the debts that they may have had at the beginning of the bankruptcy. When we think about a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, there are two main issues we need to think about in regards to a person's financial status. The first is clearly the liabilities that a person has, the debts that they actually owe to others. There are two main types of debts that we look at when a person approaches us for a Chapter 7. There are unsecured debts, which for most people is going to be credit card bills. This could also include utility bills if a person is far behind on the money that they owe to utility companies. Most of these, almost all of these, are going to be discharged at the end of the Chapter 7 bankruptcy, meaning a person will no longer be liable for those debts. The second type of debt would be secured debts, and the two that most people have when they think of secured debts are auto loans and mortgages, meaning that their personal property, the car and the house, are secure these loans. Now, most people do not actually want to have these debts discharged because people like to have a car and need to have a car to get to work, and people typically need to have a roof over their heads. And so these type of debts can be discharged personally through the bankruptcy, although the creditor would be entitled to repossess the car or foreclose upon the house. But if there's any deficiency afterwards, a debtor would not be personally liable for these debts. But these debts can also be carried through the bankruptcy or reaffirmed, where you reach an agreement with these secured creditors that you're going to keep making payments either under the same or similar terms as those before the bankruptcy. There's also a third type of debt that we need to consider, which some people have, which would be unsecured priority debts. These are the type of debts that are not necessarily secured by property, but nonetheless most likely cannot be discharged in a bankruptcy. These type of debts often include child support payments, divorce settlements, and taxes. These are the ones we see most frequently.